Okay, couple of things. Number one, I want to really thank all the folks that work at both Transfiguration and at St. Victor's, both who are paid and those who volunteer. These are individuals who do tremendous amount of work, and I thank them so much. If you need anything, we're here for you. Just leave messages. The secretaries will either answer you directly or move the message to where it needs to go. Do not worry about disturbing me. Give a call if you need anything as well. We'd be more than happy to assist you in any way. I would like to thank them so very much. They have worked over and above whatever I could ever possibly have asked. They have done that and beyond, and thank them too very much. I also would like to thank all of those individuals who volunteer. They do a tremendous amount of work. Thank you so much. So many of these things that we need to do during these difficult days could not possibly be done without their assistance. And so I thank them. So a couple of things. Number one, we're continuing to move forward with regard to merging of the two parishes come July 1st. Thus far, I have received I've received nothing to the contrary to say that it is not moving July 1st. There may be some glitches with some things along the way, especially for the loan grant program from the federal government. To date, we have not received the loan or the grant, even though we've already submitted it for both parishes. We haven't received any confirmation that we've received that. But at least from church law and all of those other things, we will become one July 1st of this year. Thank God. I can't wait for us to become one, to be sure. The other things that are out there that are happening, especially for the parents with children who are going to receive the sacraments, I know that you're very concerned about these things. All I could say is this much, that for now, we can do nothing with regard to First Holy Communion and confirmation. As we hear the president as well as the governor talking about a stepwise process to opening things up, so it will be with regard to the parishes. We will have to take it in a stepwise program. First, by getting our direction from Bishop Zubik. Please pray for him as he leads the diocese in these difficult days. The direction will have to come from Bishop Zubik and the diocese. The next thing is that we will have to put our houses in order, or our house in order, depending on when it arrives, when things come together. We will have to put those together first. We have to have a functioning parish before we can do anything else. It only makes sense. Then, following that, we will have to look at dates and times with regard to First Holy Communion. Now that will be left up to me, as well as Mrs. Filote and Mrs. Miller, to bring all of those things together. And again, we have to have a functioning parish first. And then once we can get all of that together, then we will work with you, the parents, and try to come up with a date and time that will be suitable for everyone. With regard to confirmation, is a little more on the hazy side. Bishop Zubik, as he should, or as he reserves the right for a bishop to give confirmation. He and Bishop Walterscheid, the two bishops, will be doing that. Now, we're not too sure and unclear how that will be occurring, and so we'll have to wait and see on that. So be patient with all of that. I know that you're very anxious about that, but please just hang in there. With regard to the other sacraments, the sacrament of reconciliation, I'm always available for. Obviously, we're not going to be able to go behind a screen or anything such as that. But certainly, as long as we maintain the safe distance of 6 feet, if you would really need to go to confession, please call the rectory office, make an appointment. I would be more than happy to do that. With regard to funerals, I will work with the families and the funeral directors, maintaining the provisions of the law with regard to doing funerals. And so please make sure, don't come to any conclusions on your own unless you have spoken directly to me as well as to the funeral director to get things in place regarding that. As far as baptisms, again, please contact me if you would like to have your child baptized. And then finally, for weddings, that there are provisions that Bishop Zubik just put out with regard to doing weddings. They are not, at least in Allegheny County, from what I understand, they are not issuing marriage licenses at this time. So please contact me with regard to any questions about your weddings. I think that covers it for right now. I thank you so much for listening in and putting up with me, and we'll go from there. Once again, God bless you, and I hope you have a blessed rest of the day, and make sure that you pray for me as I am praying for you. God's blessings to all of you.